Hey guys, at the time of recording, Barry season 3 has just concluded just a few days ago. Just like season 1 and 2, I really enjoyed it. It's definitely been one of my favorite shows. It was a long time coming for season 3. I admittedly feel like it came by and went too fast, but I've got a lot of thoughts on it. And I have a special guest with me. This is my friend Kevin here. He's the one who got me on the show. We're going to just have a little conversation here, just talking about our thoughts on, everything about season 3 here. Did you like it, how it ended, or no?
I liked the way it ended, but I have to say it seemed rushed. It seemed like they could have really expanded this either over a longer episode, maybe a couple more episodes. I think the ending was great. I love the cliffhanger. It's going to bring a lot of people back for season 4, but I'm not sure that it was handled in the right timeline. What about you?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. We've talked about like the feeling of it being rushed. A lot of shows do a full 60 minutes. No commercials, like a full 60-minute dramas and stuff. And even though the show's kind of a comedy, it is a drama. And I feel like each episode just kind of ends. And like that, I don't know. I feel like they could have done a lot more if you got more time. 8 episodes is also pretty short. I need at least 10, I think. And yeah, I feel like it just kind of felt like they had to rush to the ending, because maybe they were only greenlit for 8 episodes. Maybe Bill Hader only had planned to do an 8-episode run initially. I think season 1 and 2 were also around the same length. But we got a lot of character development, I feel like, in the last episode.
Yeah, to add to your point there, I feel like they set the constraint during season 1 with these 30-minute episodes, with these short seasons. And obviously, when they made this series, they didn't realize how big it was going to get, because this series really blew up. I mean, it's an award-winning series. And I think they have these great storylines and these really deep characters, but they set a constraint for themselves, which no matter how much character and how good your actors are, it's going to be hard to overcome these short seasons, short episodes, because you already set that precedent. You can't have a 6 or 8 episode, 30-minute season 1, and then season 3, you're busting out 15 episodes of an hour long. So that constraint, they kind of already set for themselves. Whereas we see older TV shows getting shorter. You don't see newer TV shows getting longer when they have success. So they were confined, I feel like, to make
that's
that
a good
short
point.
season.
I feel like older shows, they get shorter as they go. But it's just going to be that way for season 4 too, no matter what story it is.
And we're all going to be coming back though, because the ending was such a cliffhanger and it was so dramatic and so good.
So one thing I really liked about season 3 and just the show in general, I guess, but I think the last episode brought a lot of the main characters down a very dark path. Barry's been on the dark path since before the show started. Obviously, it's about him, but like Sally, for example, she's lost it. I think it was coming.
I mean, she commits the murder, and then you see her getting back on the plane to go back to Joplin, where she's
that's
from.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of like she commits she has a dark moment, and she goes back to.
She has an ex in Joplin, right?
Yeah, that's where a lot of
she's going to go after, kind of like
her previous dark moments happen there. So it's kind of coming together.
I like that. It kind of reminded me of I think We Can Spoil You. You watched it, right? Similarly, where like Joe and Love and like they have dark moments in the past, and it kind of caught up to them. I mean, Sally's not like Barry, but I think that she's got so much hate in her and anger, and she's bottled it up. And we saw her flip out on I forget the character's name, but the one who screwed her over.
Yeah, her manager.
When she saw her in the TV studio. Mm-hmm. So I really like the acting from everyone, I think, in the show. But I think Sarah Goldberg is her name, I believe, who plays as Sally. And she did a really good job, I thought, when she flipped out and they got that on video and she was screaming and everything. And then her, like she said, she killed the guy, the biker. Yeah.
And she's really great at portraying like just raw emotion.
Yeah.
Like you could even see it. There was no sound because they were in the soundproof studio. And you could just see
such a great creative decision.
The pain and anger. And as she's just beating this guy with a bat, and you can see it. You don't need to hear it. You can just see it on her face, even though you can only see like a profile. Yeah. I mean, I thought that was one of the most
directing
underrated moments.
I mean, as like someone who's interested in like, the cinematography and directing and stuff, just every episode is just, there's so many things like that that stand out. I really like that where they went in the soundproof room. Yeah.
Now, I have to say, I think Henry Winkler is amazing.
Yeah.
And his ability to, as one of the greatest actors we've seen, to portray a struggling actor, even though he's this amazing actor and he's got so much depth to his character. He's funny. He's serious. He's been broken. I think he's done such a good job.
Every kind of emotion you could think of. Yeah. He is really good. Yeah, for sure. You could tell that he's a seasoned actor who's, been really good, and he delivered. I actually really like that. I thought he was like kind of siding with Barry I mean, he went back and forth a little bit throughout this season.
But Barry gave him so much that I thought he was going to forgive him.
Yeah, for sure. He was doing good, and he is doing good for himself, I guess, now. Gene's got his new show, right?
Yeah, Gene Cousineau's Masterclass.
Yeah, so I love that. But yeah, Jim, right? That's
yep, Jim Moss.
Yeah, so I didn't know if he was going to give up Barry at first, but then once he started getting confronted by Jim more, and that was, speaking of emotion and strong scenes. Did you like that when he brought him into the garage and they were sitting down and he got in his face?
I thought it was, a little strange.
Yeah, it was a little weird, but
like every other scene that's shot in this show, the camera was great because you just see Gene, and then you hear him sit down, he pulls the chair, and then you hear him get closer, and then he sticks his head right in his face.
Oh yeah,
and it's just their camera angles are unique, and it always works.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, there's a lot of really creative decisions in the way they film it and stuff. Yeah, I think I mentioned to you when we were talking about when Gene was sweating, and they just zoomed in really close to his sweat as Jim was confronting him. Because I've never seen that.
That's what Jim was honing in on.
Yeah, that's what Jim saw.
You through Jim.
You were literally super interesting way to do it. Creative, yeah. I think I would have liked to have seen more of Jim.
Yeah,
especially because he talks about this past where he made the guy kill himself or whatever.
Maybe a flashback.
Yeah,
this
we'll probably
show
get
uses
it.
flashbacks so well.
I feel like we can get more of him in season 4, but I don't know the story. I don't know where they can go with him.
Now we've talked a lot about the things in the season that worked well.
Yeah,
but I think the major pitfall of the season, we talked a little bit about rushness, is the NoHo Hank going to rescue Cristobal. Yeah. That was enough action to maybe be put in a 5-minute segment in one episode, and they stretched it out for so long. That was something I felt like it should have happened, and there should have been more to that story. And I guess they ended in a good spot, but I just wish we got more Hank Cristobal action. Yeah,
I would have liked some more too. Once he went there, he went to where did he go again? Bolivia, was it?
Yeah, the Bolivians.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Interesting, because when he started getting really, really scared, and he heard all the sounds and started spraying the gun and stuff. But what happened there? It was just I didn't catch it at first. I feel like
they were feeding his henchmen to tigers. Yeah,
was that literally happening, or was it? Because I was almost under the impression that it was in
his mind,
or like a recording that made him lose it.
I think it was the blood coming out of the walls.
Right. And then Cristobal, what do you think about? What do you think happened? He might be brain dead. He got pretty messed up from that shock therapy that his wife was giving him. Yeah.
At first I thought it was going to work and he wasn't going to NoHo anymore. But then at the end of their embrace, he kind of cracks a smile. So
yeah. I saw some people talking online and stuff, and I kind of like the idea that maybe his brain, like I mentioned, is just messed up. Yeah. Shock therapy. I don't know how much he's been shocked. It does something, obviously, physically. So I'm wondering if maybe when we see next season, maybe he's not really there as much anymore. Maybe he's, I don't know, if he might end up in a vegetative state even.
That seems like the logical next step for the relationship, because it's been so like me and you till the end, that the logical next step would be they kind of get driven apart a little bit again, because like what Esther did, maybe now that's what the shock therapy did, and it drives them apart again.
Right. Yeah. NoHo Hank is a great character. He's someone I want to root for always.
Yeah, and his character is so deep. He started as a comedic relief. Yeah. And then you saw spurts of him getting angry. I remember he comes to confront Barry at what looks like a Fabletics store or Lululemon store, and he gets really serious, and that's the first time you see him have any. He's just not comedic relief anymore. And then you kind of see now he's in love, and he's got all these more emotions, and it just speaks to how deep these characters are. Even the comedic relief has these great storylines.
No, yeah, for sure. He is a deep character, actually. Yeah, I like that, because he's still funny. He's just very enjoyable on screen.
And at first, that's just what he was a comedic relief. He's transformed into someone everyone roots for.
Did you like this season where how we went, the thing that happened with the Chechens and the Bolivians, where, their relationship, they kept, sneaking around and stuff, and all the attacks on them and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I think what we ultimately got out of it was a reminder that Barry is that guy. Like Barry will come into your place and kill everyone you know if he wants to. And I think that was kind of cool because it seemed like we were starting to get a softer Barry, and then that switch flipped, and then he was back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. It's it's always there in him. I don't think it's not going anywhere. I mean, he got pretty emotional in the finale when he literally couldn't even speak when he was on the ground, like just freaking out. To his old friend, what was his name again?
Albert, the agent
Albert, right? Yeah, Albert. I like that. I mean, Albert, I don't know what he was going to do. He was very mad. He was very emotional. He grabbed the gun when he left, and I think it was the second to last episode. And you knew he was going for Barry. He knew, but he like let him go. Like he was like, kind of. I feel like,
and I'm not sure if you have any theories, but if Barry's going to get out of jail, I think Albert's going to have to play a big role in it.
Yeah, as in like because he could pull strings because
he could pull strings and he could make it look like it was Fuchs. I want to say.
Yeah.
Now, if like that's just me predicting what's going to happen, but there's got to be a logical way this ends. That's not for sure. Barry goes to jail for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? So I think the most logical conclusion is Albert pulls some strings, blames it on Fuchs. Barry walks, and Albert says, "Listen, we're even."
I could definitely see that.
No, that's a wild guess. I haven't seen anything.
Something like that. I like that. Yeah. Fuchs is, he's saying, so like, I guess the last thing we got out of him was, he's saying he is the Raven and he wants that to be like, I think he wants that for protection while he's in jail, but it'll be interesting to see what happens once he's out, if he gets out and how this works out. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about Fuchs as a character this season though? Like what they did with his story? Yeah. I think, I don't know how I feel about it. There's some weird... Another dead plot line. The kid that got shot. He's gone. That never showed back up. Which one was Fuchs it? Told the mother and the child that Barry killed him. The kid gets shot and he disappears. Just a loose end. A dead end. There's got to be some significance to that. Right. No, I know. Fuchs was really like trying to obviously he's trying to go after Barry, trying to ruin Barry, by telling Gene and everything in the past in season 2. But then he like started to just like live his life with in the mounds with the goats. Yeah. But that's what I don't understand about his character is he loves Barry and he's wanted Barry back. I think that's his end goal. I think so. But he's getting in other situations where people will love him and he clearly has some affection for them, but it's just not what Barry gave him, which is bizarre to me. It doesn't make, his character doesn't make a lot of sense to me right now. Yeah. I kind of agree with you. I don't know exactly cause I felt like it was back and forth. I don't know what he wants. I don't really know his, and maybe it's because he doesn't even know what he wants, but it seems like he wants revenge, but he wants revenge on Barry, but he's getting from all these people what he had from Barry anyway. He's getting this partnership. So I don't get it. Yeah. I don't know. Fuchs. One thing how he told the guy and his mom who killed the father, and then they got the guns and they were going to go after Barry. Yeah, and then she shoots the kid and they're gone. And then you never see him again. Yeah, I wanted more out of that little storyline because, And now maybe that'll come back season 4, season 5, season 6. Yeah. Because they're that good at writers. That's true, yeah. And then the first guy he killed from season 1, right, Ryan, his father who committed suicide, right? When he brought him to after Barry was poisoned, he picked him up and stuff. And he shot himself in the car. I felt a lot of tension from that dialogue and everything. And I even when he did shoot himself, that I felt like that was kind of good because it showed that guy he has humanity and he's better than Barry. Not that he's not killing himself, not necessarily, but like he couldn't shoot Barry. He couldn't do it, even though he had the gun and stuff. But that opens up a big hole to me as why was Barry not questioned for that? Why was it just, why was he not handcuffed to the bed when he woke up? Why was it just okay that he was poisoned in the back of someone's car? I don't know. No one's thinking twice about this. And that bothered me a little bit. I'm not 100% sure how I feel just loose ends. When he was poisoned by, it was Chris's wife, right? Yeah, I don't know what. I like the idea of it, but I liked what the way the episode flowed after he got poisoned and he went into his purgatory kind of thing, which was that was cool. But I don't know. I mean, it feels like a loose end a little bit too. Like what Chris's wife, like, I don't know.
But at the end of the day, like all the complaints we have are the smallest loose ends.
No, yeah.
And a big story, which speaks volumes to how good this
bigger
show
story.
is.
It's not over yet. Yeah. Did you,
and they can all be tied up.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it would be like you said, you can wait till season 6 potentially to reference someone that Barry killed in season 3 because they did it from 1 to 3. Yeah,
exactly. They set
takes a few years. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Season 1, I don't know when that came out. It had to have been at least like 4 years ago now.
Yeah,
right?
It's been a while.
So. Yeah, it takes time since the pandemic too. Everything gets delayed. Yeah, that's why this season took a while. I think it was supposed to be out already. Yeah, exactly. But it's also like there's a lot going on in the writing and stuff.
Yeah, and HBO has their hand in so many things that they're in no rush to bring it back.
I did really like. I mentioned like his. I guess it's kind of like purgatory where he saw all the people he hurt. At first, I was like, I caught on to what was going on, and once I realized it, I liked it. And I started seeing all the people. I was like, oh wait, I remember those characters. Yeah. Oh yeah, him and her, that,
it's like a nice homage to the last. And then
there was people like, who he didn't kill, but he hurt.
Still
they were there, like Sally,
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was good because did you catch that he mentioned, he said to Sally,
he knows where he's
where I'm going. Yeah.
And he doesn't want her to go there too.
Yeah. Hell. I mean, so I thought that was really good. Yeah. Yeah. Cause he knows he's messed up and he knows, he learned.
And now he realizes there's deeper consequences than what he might have thought. There. Yeah, absolutely.
But, I mean, now he's gonna be, in jail, I guess. And then, I like your theory about how he ends up getting out. Obviously, like there's gonna be more context, but I feel like I can get behind it.
And I think it's a good ending. Like it doesn't always have to end on a high note for everyone involved.
I didn't really expect, I don't know. I didn't expect him to get like caught like that, even though it makes sense in hindsight. Yeah. Like it makes sense.
But again,
setup.
Jim
was just so nonchalant. He's like has eyes behind his head. Like, he's aware that,
but there's no build up. Which on one hand, it's like, this was rushed. And on the other hand, it's like, well, I didn't expect this, so this is good. And that's what HBO loves, shocking twists. Game of Thrones, Westworld, they just want to shock you. And that's this followed. That's
for sure. I mean, it is, and I read after watching season 3, episode 7, that Bill Hader mentioned that episode 8, the finale, was going to be not a lot of laughs, very intense. There's anxiety, like a very serious episode. And I think he was talking about how he's excited for people to see it because, as a finale to the season and specifically being more serious. Like, I don't even know if there was any jokes in that episode, honestly.
No, not that I can remember.
I mean, I'm trying to think if like, sometimes you just gotta laugh at like, just like, oh wow, that happened. But like actually like humor, I think he really did tone it down to make it. And like, if this show got canceled tomorrow, there would be a fitting end for every character involved. Yeah. Which is like, I feel like that's fair to say. Cause Gene's got everything
he wants.
He got his closure because, Barry's gone. Barry was put away. So he got, that's what more could he ask for really? Unless he wants Barry dead, but he doesn't. He wanted him to get justice properly, right?
Like you could imagine Fuchs, Barry are in jail.
Yeah.
Winkler has all his dreams come true.
Yeah, for sure.
Jim Moss gets retribution for his daughter. NoHo gets Crystal Ball back. And
NoHo survived that. He killed Sally, the wife of Crystal Ball. And
Sally goes right back to where she started.
Yeah.
Just like a broken woman with dark.
It's a good
with a dark cloud over her.
If for some reason HBO was to, cancel it, they don't get another season greenlit. Yeah. Then
you'd have a closure.
I wouldn't even mind that being the ending, but at the same time, like I want to see, of course,
there's so many places the story could go.
Yeah. One thing I want to see next season is I actually really feel like just see Sally becoming another Barry. Yeah. I really feel like that could be good. I feel like she's getting there.
She's just going to become crazy.
Yeah, she never thought that per se. I mean, I guess it's been alluded to, but this season, like they did a good job at writing her to just become a ticking time bomb. Yeah. And I felt the tension and stuff when she was, right away when she was going on to set in the beginning of filming Joplin and stuff. And then the way she was talking to everyone around her, like she was like, oh God, I'm thinking like, this is a person I would not want to be around in real life. Yeah. Like I'd be scared.
That would be a cool like twist if Barry gets out and then starts training Sally to be like him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like a husband and wife assassin service.
I love that. I don't know that I could see that being a thing, but like I actually would really enjoy that.
Maybe we could get a spinoff.
Yeah. Right.
Multiverses are everywhere now.
That would actually be kind of sick though if he trained her. He's broken, and I don't know though. Maybe he'll become a good person finally. But then where do you go? Like,
it's his story. A lot of people haven't seen Dexter.
Yeah,
But
no,
like,
I'm familiar.
Serial killer, and he has a redemption arc. In the end, he's redeemed and he does the right thing, but it leads to not a great ending for him, but it's a redemption for all of his sins. And I wonder if Barry will have a similar ending somewhere down the line where Barry stops and says, this is all the bad I've done. I'm going to commit one last final good act. And that's going to be who Barry was, that last good act.
I feel like we got that kind of like we got his, like, he had that realization. He knows that.
And you could see it because he helped Sally do something that had no gain for himself. And that's something you weren't seeing him do things for others that had no gain for himself throughout the series.
True. Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to see. Who knows when 2 years from now, maybe.
Yeah.
Realistically, like it takes a while to make a season of a show.
Yeah.
I mean,
no matter, even if it is 6 episodes of 30 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I think season 2 might've came out before the pandemic. If not, like it was probably around 2019 or 20. Yeah. Cause I remember when
probably filming before COVID.
When COVID started, I remember I started watching it based on your recommendation. Yeah. And that was like a while ago now. So, we'll see. Yeah. Overall, I mean, I just think I thought it was a really good season, but just it felt too short. But like you said, it all started from the beginning when they didn't know that this was going to become a show that like could fit a 60-minute episode drama.
Exactly.
You know?
And it was much more comedy back then. And it's morphed into this amazing drama. And I think they have a blank canvas to impress us even more in future seasons.
I think this season focused a lot on like emotion and like character development. Well,
absolutely.
Although part of me cynically wanted just more people getting killed. Yeah. Like, I mean, there was good moments like that.
Which I'm sure is coming.
Yeah. I wouldn't have minded some more like, I guess I'm saying I want more, violence. Like,
Barry's a ticking time bomb outside of jail. Imagine if he gets locked up a couple years.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. There's some good stories there.
Yeah. Any other final thoughts on the season?
I think that's it. Great season. And I'm ready for more.
Yeah. Yeah, great show. So if you haven't seen Barry season 3, I don't know why you just watched this video because we just talked a lot of spoilers, but let me know in the comments below. All spoilers are fair game. Just have a conversation about Barry season 3 in particular and what you want to see moving forward for the future of this series. It's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you for joining me tonight, Kevin.
Thanks for having me. This was great.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe he'll pop on again one day. We'll see. Consider subscribing for more content like this. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.